Bill got into a scuffle with the team captain Isaiah Thomas at practice, which resulted in Thomas breaking his hand. These longtime teammates and friends had always gone to battle together, although it was usually against the opposing team. But now, their intensity had turned them on one another. Bill was worried.
Let's get it, silly. After that last video, I had to come tune into some more Bill Laimbeer, straight up. We didn't know. I didn't see Bill Laimbeer going up against Larry Bird, but I didn't know that the guy was really out there doing whatever he wanted to do, throwing the ball at you, licking his hand, touching you, elbowing you. He got away with so much. I didn't know that. So if you're new to the channel, it's your boy DtaeNoDinero, man. One of the best reaction channels in the nation, in the world. Let's get it, silly. You know what I'm talking about. But like the video. If you're new, you want to come back, tune in, subscribe, hit that notification bell. That way, because you keep up with the videos that I'm about to be dropping all day, every day. You see what I'm saying? So, yeah, let's get to it, though. I don't want to talk your head off.
You left the bad blood on the court for the most part, but not with Laimbeer. You never really ever liked Laimbeer in any social situation.
No.
Yeah.
It's because he was a dirty player.
Right.
Now, he had to do what he had to do. I understand that. You take, like, Ricky Mahorn, he'd hit you and all that, but he'd hit you, you know you're going to get hit.
Yeah.
But he didn't try to maim you.
Right.
Wow. Man, you see Larry Bird feet off the ground? Hey, that's tough. Hey, shout out Johnny Arnett, too, man. He got some good videos, too. Just like that other guy playing Larry Bird. You know what I mean? They got some good videos. Check out their channel. Subscribe.
The NBA in the 1980s was known for its fierce style of defense. Not every team in that decade played great defense, but several did, and one of those teams specifically played not just great team defense, but violent defense. If the opposing team ever decided to attack the painted area, this team was sure to punish them physically for it.
Wow.
About the bad boy Detroit Pistons. The talented leader of this team was Isaiah Thomas, but the member with the most bite was none other than their 6'11" center, Bill Laimbeer. Remember a couple years ago when some people were actually calling Zaza Pachulia the dirtiest player of NBA history? Yeah, Bill Laimbeer is the reason I found that hilarious. Laimbeer was notorious for his trash talking, his physicality, antics, and cheap shots. This man was not only one of the most intimidating players in all of the NBA, but he was also the most hated. I know that's a strong word, but it's not inaccurate. Fans during the 80s and players around the
Yo, we ain't even that far into the video, man. I know y'all like the video. Want me to give you some time to like the video. Go ahead, do it. But look, in the meantime, look, man. So far, we didn't think this man really put his both hands on somebody's face. Like, literally. So far, we got the dude right here that played for the Nets. I don't know who that is. Y'all know who that is? Some of y'all veterans out there that been watching this basketball, watching basketball longer than me since the 80s and 70s. Let me know who number 44 is for the Nets. But you see, he ain't going for none of that. He put his hands up. He ready to fight. Look, the ref got to hold back Bill Laimbeer because they already know Bill Laimbeer really like that. You got Isaiah Thomas over here trying to, with a low-key, a little smirk on his face, trying to tell him like, look, bro, just let it go, man. No, we don't even want to do that to you out here because you don't even know it. Number 44 don't even know it. Isaiah Thomas in on it too. He in on it too. He gonna jump in and he ain't gonna help you out.
League didn't appreciate the way Laimbeer was always instigating fights and finding ways to put the offense.
Wow, that was on Bird.
This league-wide disgust of Laimbeer was something that never discouraged him. In fact, he reveled in it. Laimbeer took pride in the fact that he was seen as a bad guy and was the face of the Pistons' punishing defense. I mean, for goodness sake, all you need to do is look at this man's basketball reference page and you'll see that among his nicknames were the Prince of Darkness and his heinous. That should tell you all you need to know about this terrifying man. What's crazy and sometimes gets lost behind his punishing reputation was the fact that Laimbeer was actually a really solid basketball player. Dennis Rodman said it this way: Laimbeer was more than a thug, but that's what he'll be remembered for. He played over 1,000 games in his career, and over those games, he averaged just short of a double-double. He was a strong, physical player who knew how to box out and get plenty of boards, and he was consistently one of the best rebounders in the game, including the 1985-86 season, where he led the league in rebounding with an average of 13.1 rebounds.
I'm going to tell you this right now. He averaged the league with that many rebounds because didn't nobody want to get swatted. Unless it was the playoffs, they let that man probably get all them rebounds that year after they figured out dog was dirty. He was a dirty player. He ain't care who you was. If you jumped up with him, you was getting hit straight up. And they, at some point in time, they probably was just like, man, look, just let him have it. You feel me? And at that, he is 6'11". You feel me? So not only are you just going up with a person that's going to play dirty with you, also you got to battle with him too because he's big. Man, ain't nobody trying to do that. But you got it, bro. We gonna catch you down there when y'all not shooting the ball. We gonna get y'all a rebound and come back and try it again. Try it again. But that's what's up though. Shout out to Bill Laimbeer for averaging 13.1 rebounds per game. And I'm low key kind of curious. I want to go back. Where we at? 246. I'm gonna go back and see exactly where he's from.
Just look at this man's.
Where is he from? So he went to Notre Dame. Okay. And his high school was Palos Verdes in Palos Verdes, California. He was drafted to the Cavaliers in 1979 NBA draft. But he was born in Massachusetts. So I knew something about him I knew the way he played basketball was, you feel me, different. He's an East Coast baby. Y'all know them East Coast and Midwest babies, they be violent. I don't know what they put in the water over here in the Great Lakes. But yeah, man, I don't know. Man, he's violent, though, man. He's not going for none of that, man, for real. Like, I can only imagine what his high school career was like, man. Wow. That had to be crazy. But look, let's get back to the video, though. He's at 246. He started at 244.
With an average of 13.1 rebounds. Although he was drafted in 1979 by the Cleveland Cavaliers, he was traded to the Pistons the next season, and that's where he made his mark. During the best stretch of his career, from 1981 to 1989, he averaged 14.6 points, 11.1 rebounds on 50.2% shooting. He was also one of the first stretch bigs of the NBA. Despite being a 6'11" center in the 80s, Laimbeer would still step outside and knock down three-pointers consistently, especially later on in his career. With guards like Isaiah Thomas and Joe Dumars, Laimbeer was always setting screens and usually took advantage of those plays by running the pick and pop and converting many three-pointers. He was tough, and he was also extremely durable, as he never played less than 79 games in a season in his first 14 years of his career. That's pretty remarkable considering all the chaos he always found himself in the middle of. At one point, he actually played in 685 games straight, which is the 5th longest streak of NBA history. The streak ended not due to an injury, but actually a suspension. Somehow, that seems quite fitting. During his best years, he was averaging over 17 points and over 12 rebounds. That's decently close to prime Pau Gasol numbers. That's a good way of describing him, actually. He's basically a violent discount version of Pau Gasol. Yeah, I like that. Later in the 80s, the Pistons finally broke through and won back-to-back championships in the 1989 and the 1990 season, and Bill had a lot to do with their success those years, especially defensively. As his career was coming to a close in the 93-94 season, Bill got into a scuffle with the team captain Isaiah Thomas at practice, which resulted in Thomas breaking his hand. These longtime teammates and friends had always gone to battle together, although it was usually against the opposing team. But now, their intensity had turned them on one another. Bill was worried about the reaction from the Detroit fans after essentially breaking Isaiah Thomas's hand, and after a private meeting with Isaiah and their head coach, Laimbeer decided to call it quits then and there, and retired from the NBA. Although Thomas and Laimbeer are close friends to this day, it was a bit of a grim way for his career to end. Let me know in the comments section your opinion of Bill Laimbeer.
Yeah, let us know in the comment section what your opinion is of Bill Laimbeer. I'm going to tell you right now, I'm already expecting to see a lot of, he was dirty, he was about that, he wasn't going, the man was trash or whatever the case may be. But no, don't got to give a man his flowers, man. He definitely did his thing. He got 2 rings, too. Got 2 NBA rings. Championship rings. A lot of players ain't got that. Man got that. Give him his flowers too, y'all. You feel me? Shout out Bill Laimbeer, man, for being one of the dirtiest players ever to play basketball.
Do you love him? Do you despise him?
Wow.
Do you even respect him? I look forward to hearing your thoughts. Thanks for watching as always. Make sure to like and subscribe for more NBA content.
Let's get it.
And I'll see you guys in the next video.
You feel me? We're going to see y'all in the next video. Look, check out the other video too when Bill Laimbeer did his Robin, Josh, Sally, and everybody else, everybody's out there fighting. Chicago was even fighting. It was Michael Jordan versus Isaiah Thomas, the Bad Boy Pistons. Now we know why it was called the Bad Boy Pistons. Not because it was like bad boys, what you want to, I guess that's right. Bad boys, yeah, what you want to do when we come for you. That's exactly what they was on. That's exactly what type of time they was on. Also, I want to hear what y'all think about him and Isaiah Thomas ended up fighting and getting into it. And, you know, trading up on each other. You know what I mean? What y'all feel about that? I would have to personally say that happened because Bill Laimbeer, Isaiah Thomas is getting older. You feel me? Around the time where they about to retire. And they just wasn't, like, really, you know, carrying the team to a lot of probably wins anymore. And which led to them feuding with each other because, you know, two dominant people on one team are always going to look for someone to blame. And if you another dominant person, you're not about to stick them with the blame. So, of course, them two would have got into it. But, yeah. It's your boy DtaeNoDinero. Like the video, subscribe, and hit that notification bell. I told y'all we come back with that fire all day today. Let's get it. City butt.